Assalamu alaikum. Today we shall discuss research methodology. Research methodology is important and decisive for both the professional as well as academic researchers like MS, MPhil and PhD scholars. For academic researchers, research methodology is more important because research programs of MPhil PhD are actually the training programs to train the researcher in research methodology. And the researcher is supposed to learn research methodology by doing research, learning by doing. So let's start with its definition. Research methodology can be taken as a toolkit of a worker, toolkit of a researcher, toolkit of a doctor, electrician, car maker, or any other employee or worker in any organization. So the toolkit contains the tools and the techniques. While techniques are not visible, tools are visible, but the techniques are not visible. So techniques are the soft tools or soft instruments which exist in the mind of the worker. For example, a teacher uses marker and whiteboard to teach, and this marker and whiteboard both are visible and hard tools, but the ability to use these two things is the more powerful soft tool which exists in the mind of the researcher. So research methodology is a toolkit which contains two types of tools: invisible tools are theoretical tools and practical are visible tools. For example, the researcher has to understand the philosophy, theories and research models which will exist in his mind as the knowledge, while he has to know about what are the methods and procedures, what are the technologies or tools and techniques. So every worker, for example, car maker or a doctor or a teacher, all the workers need toolkit, and their toolkits are made of invisible tools and visible tools. As we said that having a tool means that you got the hard form of the tool, but using this tool is called the ability, and that ability doesn't exist in physical form. It is always in the mind of the worker or user. For example, if someone buys a motorbike, now he has got the hard tool, but the soft tool required to use that tool is called ability or the driving competence of the person. So if the soft tool and hard tool both are available, then the activity can be performed successfully or as per requirements. Likewise, a researcher's toolkit contains soft tools and hard tools. Now these soft tools are the abilities of a person, of the researcher for having knowledge, and then the hard tools for applying this knowledge. Let's go through the soft tools and hard tools one by one. In theoretical part, the researcher's toolkit contains the tool of philosophy. Now we have discussed philosophy at length in our previous lecture. Today we shall pick one example to understand philosophy as the part of research methodology. As we know that philosophy actually provides beliefs about different aspects of the research methodology. One of the beliefs is, what is knowledge? Philosophy refers to the logic or reason or sense behind the claim that what is knowledge. There are two claims about this question, that what is knowledge, or there are two theories about what is knowledge. When you go through the literature on philosophy regarding what is knowledge, then you come across two different groups. One group says that knowledge is the brainchild of human being, and the other group says that no, knowledge is not the brainchild of human being. It rather exists in the nature, and humans just go there and they use their observational powers along with different equipments or tools for understanding or exploring the knowledge from the nature. Now, these two claims or theories about what is knowledge must have some logic or reason or sense to make the listeners believe whatever they are saying, and obviously they have come up with logics or arguments or reasons for their claim. For example, the people who believe that knowledge is the brainchild of human being, it is more popular in the social sciences, and the logic is that almost every social research begins with literature review. The people or the researchers go through existing literature and develop the topic, then formulate it into a research project, and then this literature survey or literature review continues till the end of the project when we are presenting or when we are submitting our thesis. So, if that is the case, that most of the social research depends on the existing literature, then the logic is behind this claim. The logic is that these books, they don't grow on trees or they are not found in the seas and waters. Rather, these are written by the human beings, and we believe that whatever is written in the books is knowledge. So, the answer to the question, what is knowledge, will be that it is the brainchild of human beings available in the books. Now, one important point is that when we say brainchild of human being, it doesn't mean every human being. It simply means those human beings are those individuals who are expert in a particular subject, area of study or topic. We are referring to them. So when they write the books or research papers, they are believed as knowledge. So this view that knowledge is the brainchild of human being has got a logic, a reason or sense to believe. On the other side, the scientists say that no, knowledge is not the brainchild of human being. It rather exists in the nature, and we just go there and collect it. For example, they give the logic that botany or zoology or chemistry or physics, they were not produced by some human beings. They were not created by the human beings. Rather, they existed in the nature. The scientists went there, used their observational powers, scientific methods, scientific tools and techniques, and they observed the knowledge and recorded it as it is. So, their logic is powerful, that knowledge is not something produced by a human being from his mind. Rather, knowledge exists out there. Humans just go there and collect it. But both the views are having logics for acceptance, and both the views have demerits as well. For example, in this point of view, where it is believed that knowledge is not the brainchild of human being, rather it exists in the nature, and the scientists, they collect it. The point is that the scientists are the human beings who are collecting the knowledge, and the people who learn science, they don't go into the nature to learn everything or those things which have already been learned by the scientist and they are available in the books. So the role of human being begins here as well. These two views are correct, but which one of them will be accepted? It is just an issue of implementation. So both views are correct, and they are talking about knowledge, and whatever they are calling knowledge is real knowledge, full of logic and sense. But the differences are only at the time of applying these views. In social sciences, this view is more dominant, while in natural sciences, the second view or second claim is more dominant. So that was some points about the philosophy part or philosophy tool of a researcher in his research methodology. Next is the theories. We have already discussed that theories are the claims, therefore they are the part of knowledge, but these theories need to be tested. If they are tested and prove positive in a particular situation, the theory is knowledge. But if it doesn't give the expected results, then we shall take it as a theory and will keep it for testing in the next stage. So these, for example, what is knowledge? There were two claims, these were theories, but then they were supported with logic, and now we consider them as knowledge. But we are also saying that pure this view or that view will be usable only in different situations. In social sciences, this knowledge, this model is more popular and practical and full of logic, but in natural sciences, this view that knowledge exists in the nature is more powerful because it is more usable and practical. Now come to the second part, that the research methodology as a toolkit also contains physical tools for the researcher as well. For example, methods and procedures. You can see the word method. Method is very broader term and very important term because the word methodology is defined as a system of methods, which means that methodology is actually made of several methods which are systematically connected. So methods and procedures refer to a set of philosophies, theories and procedures. Procedure simply means what is the timeline across the steps of research methodology. The most important part of the physical side is technologies, where there are tools and techniques. Tools are the visible instruments for the researcher, while the techniques are the invisible tools in the form of ability, and they will be used. Techniques are used to apply the tools in the appropriate situations. Before I close my discussion about research methodology, I will talk about research design. This concept is very commonly used by the students, and questions are asked, what is the difference between research design and research methodology? Actually, the research design refers to a methodology which has been designed for a particular project, for a particular research activity, for a particular research program. So we also call research design a research methodology because research methodology is the name of all the philosophies, theories and tools and techniques used in any research. But research design refers to all the methodologies, tools and techniques that will be used in a particular project. So research design can be called research methodology, but research methodology is not the research design. I think that is enough for today, and we shall keep on talking about this research methodology in the forthcoming lectures and videos. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.